All right, folks, another beautiful day here in Northeast Tennessee. So thankful to be here, folks. The wood fired water heater. And I'll explain to you how to make it here in just a little bit. But it is basically just a wood fired water heater. And so I have taken a gas water heater, stripped it down, and turned it into what you see now. I made this thing years and years and years ago. I've got a video on it from way back when. But anyway, well, you can see it. Now, it wouldn't be smoking if I didn't have the wood hanging out. You can keep it from smoking and have a smoke-free, kind of like a rocket stove type wood-fired water heater. It's not that big of a deal. It takes just a few minutes to heat up water. And I'm telling you, this is a 30-gallon, I do believe. And if this thing was full, I've got 10 gallons in there. But if this thing was full, I can guarantee you I could have that water scalding hot within 30 minutes. And that's for sure. I've done it many, many times. Now, you don't have to go out and split wood for this. This is just like the rocket stove. You basically find junk in the woods, twigs, limbs, that sort of thing that have fallen, and cram them in, folks. Cram them in. I'm going to go up and just stick a couple of more pieces in, so bear with me. That's burning really quick, and it's because it is dried out, very old, dried out. Branches, limbs, and that sort of thing, which is fine with me. The woods are full of it, so it's not that big of a deal. And these here are what I picked just right here in the area. Now this used to be my campsite here when we were working on the house. This was the campsite. I had a tent set up on up the hill just a little bit. A tent set up right up over in there. I've got a couple of things there. I've got a cooker there, and I've got a wood stove over there. And then, of course, this was my wood-fired water heater. And I've got a wood platform set up over there, and I used to strip down, get butt naked, and take a bath out here, folks. That's what I used to do. I used to come out here and hang out, and yeah. Anyway, folks, so that's it. We'll take a better look at it in a minute. But what you do is you take you a gas water heater. Now, you don't want an electric. You want a gas water heater. Reason why is because it has a flue, which I'll show you in a minute, that runs right up in the middle of this thing, and the water surrounds that flue. And so when you have a fire, gas or whatever, it heats the water up really quick because the flue is all the way through, water surrounding it, and so it's very quick to heat up water. That's one of the reasons why I do like a gas water heater, which we do have a propane in the house. And I have used this in an emergencies a couple of times when the electricity has went out. When we had an electric water heater there in Georgia, I would use this. This was sitting outside the house, and I would simply fill it up and go. And that's what it should be used for. Now, it's nice to have at a hunting camp, at your cabin, whatever the case may be. But it is also, folks, nice to have at the house. Now, it's not a bad looking tank. This has got about 5 coats of Rust-Oleum on it, but you can make them look halfway decent. And to have this, 50 feet from your house is very convenient. That way you can, electricity goes out, you got an electric water heater, you got no way to heat water. This is perfect, folks. Perfect. Anybody, you can do it. Just need a little bit of wood, very little, and you can have you some hot water. 30 gallons, folks. Heat up really quick using minimal wood and just stuff that's out here in the woods, just like a rocket stove. But I'll explain to you how I did this thing. I do believe I have a video on it. Now, a water heater has a piece of metal around it, sheet metal. What they do is they'll take this tank and then they'll spray it with foam, and it's about 1 inch thick. Then they'll wrap it in a piece of like sheet metal, and that's what you see. A white, gray, blue water heater, whatever the case may be. So you'll take that metal off, unravel it, and you'll just simply scrape the foam off of the tank. It's super simple, and there you have it. Of course, you take all the innards out, all the gas stuff out, twist off the thermostat and all that other, the valve, the gas valve, and all of that, and then plug it. Of your choosing, whatever you want to use to plug it. You see what I use there, 3/4 inch. And then I just simply put me a shut-off valve on there, an elbow, and a male threaded 3/4 inch, and threaded it in. Everybody should have one of these. It's just like the rocket stove. You can have your rocket stove set up there outside the house somewhere, out of the way if you don't want to look at it. And next to it, have your wood-fired water heater. Those two are very convenient. That way you always have a way to heat water, and you'll always have a way to cook. All right. All right, so this, I just kind of tack welded that on years ago. I don't even know where I got that. But you can see, folks, just did a sloppy cut. Nothing, no big deal. Nothing has to be perfect. See the flue? And that water down there, it's dirty from this thing sitting. Don't have to be pretty. Now here's what you want to do. I didn't do it to this with this one. But what you want to do is you want to go ahead and your first cut with your grinder with a metal cutting blade on it is you want to cut this back first. Then you want to put your hinge on. Then you continue to cut this. And then that way you don't end up with a sloppy mess like this. No big deal though, doesn't hurt a thing. You can plug these or leave them unplugged, doesn't matter. I mean, just super simple. Now, see, there's my wood stove right there. It's the old campsite, folks. So you can do this as well. Just put a spigot on there. That way you can hook a hose up to it. Fill it up very quickly. So I got this valve off of a job, just a used one. And that's it. Put a 3/4 inch male threaded on there. An elbow, boom, boom. See what I did over there? It's all 3/4 inch, folks. Cemented around it, just kind of hold it in place. Long time ago, folks. Now this is my old wood, pressure treated platform. Things have grown all through it, and I used to stand here, I ain't kidding you folks, butt naked. I remember one time I was out here, it was 30 degrees, and I was out here taking a bath. Splish, splash, taking a bath. All right, let's walk on up to the old campsite. Just give you a quick look. Now, of course, this cooker I had sitting on rocks. And then there's the old wood stove. She's full of water right now, I do believe. Oh no, she don't have water in her. What is that? Yeah, it's water. Yeah. That's it, folks. Made that out of a well tank. You can see the remnants of where I had the tent right here. Oh goodness, that was so long ago, folks. Oh my. So thankful we live here now, huh? Yeah, it was back when I used to dream of living here. Now I live here. Look at that black cohosh, folks. All right through here, it's all dying out. So medicinal, so good for the female. Now here's what I did with this one. And you can use lighter fluid, or you don't have to use anything. I just dumped a little diesel right after I packed it in with wood and leaves to get it going. I dumped just a little diesel right down in there. Now you don't want to do that while this thing is going, while it's got fire or anything down in there, any kind of spark, any kind of ember burning down there. You want to do it fresh. You just dump it right down in there, and then boom, you can start it quickly. Now she's already slowing down burning. All right, let's check the water out here. Oh, she's dirty, folks. See, it's hot. Look at it steaming. We're talking about 15, 20 minutes. Oh, look at this dirty water, folks. That is it. Hey, folks, listen. You need a rocket stove, and everyone needs a wood-fired water heater. You can get these things at the dump. You can find a plumber and ask him, give him $10 for it. That's about how much he gets it when he takes it for scrap, when scrap's up high. And strip that thing down, just make sure that the tank is good, and voila, the wood-fired water heater, folks. Let's get this out. There's all kinds of leaves in there. Man, that is hot water, folks. Hot water. Mercy, mercy, mercy. All right. All right, folks. We'll see you. All right, so if I didn't explain this right, there's just a hole here. That flue is right there. That flue goes all the way down, and it's opened up in the bottom, so that way the heat and the flame comes right through. Now, when you get this water heater, it won't have this on it, but there'll be a hole there. I just so happen to have this, And you can put anything over it, just make sure it totally covers the hole. You don't have to put anything on it, nothing at all. What else, folks? What else? That's it. Folks, this thing is, now this is a water heater I replaced. So it was probably 20 years old when I replaced it. And I'm going to say I made that 10 years ago at least. Yeah. I got a video of this thing running, this very one running in my shorts. You know, you do the short videos. Yeah. Oh, folks, it is so beautiful here. Oh, my goodness. Pleasant temperature. Pleasant temperature. Anyway, folks, we'll see you.